Hey, nice to see you back. Today we're going to be cooking rice pudding, or as we say in Portugal, Arroz Doce. So for our rice pudding today, we're going to be needing some water, some rice. This is short grain rice, lemon peel, cinnamon stick, some sugar, some milk, some double cream, some vanilla extract, and then we're going to finish it off with a little bit of cinnamon powder as well. So we're going to start by adding our rice to the pot. This is about 160 grams of rice and about 300 milliliters of water. And we're going to get that going. Okay, on that water, we're going to introduce the lemon peel. This is of the peel of one whole lemon, and the cinnamon stick. And now we need to let it simmer for a bit. You can add just a little pinch of salt, not too much. We don't want to season it. Give it another stir. Once it starts boiling, we should bring it down in heat to a medium heat and cover it, and we should let it cook for about 10 minutes before we do anything else. Okay, so our rice is now at the stage that needs to be, so about 10 minutes have passed. I'm going to remove the lemon peel like that, and the cinnamon stick, and now we're going to add our milk, a little bit at a time. I gotta admit, I'm a sucker for rice pudding. It's by far one of my preferred desserts or sweets of all times, and it always has been. Everyone in my family knows that. Traditionally around the Christmas we also obviously make rice pudding, because it's one of the traditional sweets. I don't need any excuse to have rice pudding. It's just good. It's really good. It's nice. You can't turn away from the stove when you're cooking rice pudding, because when it'll come back, it's going to be gone. It's going to be sticking to the pan, I'm sure. Rice pudding needs to be cooked at a low temperature, a lowish temperature, because obviously it needs time to almost melt those rice grains, and that's why we cook it first in water, and then we start adding the milk and now the cream, as you will see. It cooks better with water, so it needs to be almost fully cooked when the water is gone, and before we can actually start working on the creaminess and of the rice. It's coming to the boil again, so now we're going to add our cream. As it comes to the boil, we need to bring it down so it slowly cooks, finishes to cook that rice, and also it will evaporate some of that liquid. It doesn't need covering anymore. You can add a little bit of vanilla extract at this point, just a couple of drops, just to give it a vanilla finishing. So now 5 minutes have passed since we've added our cream, so it's time now to add the sugar. We're adding about 300 grams of sugar, caster sugar. The reason the sugar goes last, it's because if your rice isn't cooked completely, once the sugar gets in the rice, it stops cooking. It doesn't cook anymore. It will just stop cooking. Okay? So now we need to melt that sugar. Our rice is pretty much cooked, so let's turn off the hob and pour it into servings. So yeah, here we are, our rice pudding. It's really hot, so I'm not going to try that one because obviously it should cool down. I have already sprayed the cinnamon powder on top because I like to do it when it's hot, but it's not ready to eat yet. It should cool down, and then it should be served cold or coldish. Doesn't need to go in the fridge. It's just too hot to eat now. What I'm gonna do is something that it's a tradition. Yeah, you guessed it. This is the pot where we cooked it. So, as we do in my house, and as we used to do, I used to struggle with my brothers and sisters to whom turn it was to actually have the pot to scrape. And today is my turn. So, and this is how I'm going to try my rice, if you don't mind. Oh my God. This is so good. I'm really sorry. You're not supposed to do this, but don't worry, I'm gonna wash all of it. And I made it, so it's my due right to enjoy this bit. That's it. Thank you very much for watching. This is my recipe of rice pudding. Give it a go. It's really nice. It's really, really good. It's not difficult to make. It's just it needs tender love and care. Like I said, you need to be present throughout the process. So it will pay you back with the sweetness and warmth and good feelings, and and your belly will appreciate it too. So subscribe to the channel to see all the steps and all the ingredients. Go on joeshomeflavors.com, share with your friends, give me a thumbs up if you can, and and I hope to see you on the next one.